wouldn't use because it's too resource intensive. He's got both launchers and the shadow slide. This gives Noob Saibot some of the absolute highest practical damage in the entire game. And he's launching utility off everything. But it costs all offensive bar.
Did I see that right? That Murko picked Burning Spectre for the variation?
This variation he normally has, it is Burning Spear. It is a spear buff, basically, and it makes his spear attacks do more damage, but it also makes his forward throw does extra damage too. And this is actually Murko's main variation. Ooh, if he believed in that, Noob Saibot. Now, for those that don't know, Noob Saibot, mobility is not very good at all. Some of the weakest mobility, but his grounded buttons, his anti-airs, are all phenomenal. And with this variation, now we're talking just shy of 50% for 2 bars on a grounded punish. It does so much damage. What? That.
I agree on that.
I think that was a flawless block attempt because you do down and up to try and flawless block. Noob Saibot's teleport is down and up, and it's death on block. That was a happy accident as far as I'm concerned. Looks for the optimized 1 bar damage. No, ArnKratos. That was the round.
Oh, the jump, but...
Oh.
God.
Okay.
Right, so what happened there? ArnKratos had hit the sickle snag, and he went for what is arguably optimized. You do a jump 2, and it gives you good 1 bar damage. I don't even think he needed to do it, though. I think a regular combo would have sufficed.
Ooh, I love that counter from Murko right there, using the down 3. Get away from that forward advancing high move that Noob likes to use.
Yep, that forward 2 of Noob Saibot. It's a really good button, but it's a high. Noob Saibot prone to getting kind of disrespected by low pokes. Scorpion, one of the characters that can definitely do it, forces you to use the back 1. Now, there's a move we've barely seen from him, and that's the slide, actually, the shadow slide. It is used for the amplify. It becomes -9 on block, or -8, I can't even remember, but I know it's safe.
And apparently we have information from Mother Base that ArnKratos actually played this entire qualifier with Noob Saibot for his stream. So put it on for his viewers. Yeah.
Did the stream tell him to do it?
Something. I mean, that's the intel we have.
They must have done it. Well, unfortunately, didn't do anything in that game. Didn't have a chance to really get started. But yes, ArnKratos is a prominent streamer, and he hangs out with his community all the time, does a lot of guides, videos, tutorials. I was shocked when I saw that Noob, but he's definitely the kind of player that has so much fun with his community that if they say, hey, use Noob Saibot for this tournament, he'll just go, all right.
No, there you go.
That's just the story.
Sure.
I mean, that's just a testament to his skill as a player, right? Being able to do, like, get this far, win the qualifier, and get to this point with Noob Saibot, a character that he doesn't even main. I mean, it's really impressive.
Now, the chance of him going Noob Saibot all the way, I think, is quite low. He might just prove me wrong, obviously. But knowing ArnKratos, I still think if this is just a hopeless exchange with Noob, because Murko is, like, so experienced in this matchup, the ArnKratos I know will eventually pick Shang. And this is a matchup Murko knows like the back of his hand. Another prominent European player that we see in Open Series and PS4 tournaments, Sweet Frazier. Swedish player, rockin' Noob, and he has, in my opinion, the best European Noob Saibot, without question. Him and Murko have played in tournament a lot. There's very little ArnKratos will be able to surprise him with, so he needs to simply play the matchup better. But with a character he's less experienced with, that's going to be easier said than done.
Will he at least get these big rewards because of this variation? So maybe the few hits he does, he has to make them count heavily.
Has a higher chance of doing it against Murko because you're against a Scorpion that has to spend defensive bar to cancel the teleport. If you spend defensive bar, you can't break. So if Murko gets clipped on the ground, he's not going to be able to break that giant damage if he's not got 2 bars. He tried to interrupt, and that's definitely what the forward 3-4 string wants. However, the breakaway was used, so he's lost that now. Forward 3-4 becomes way less effective now. It hasn't got a crushing blow.
Murko beat him to the punch once again.
This is the change, though. You're looking for... Ooh, looks for the air-to-air, sickle snag. But the moment forward 3-4 loses its crushing blow, he does forward 3 into teleport, because on block, he can cancel it, and on hit, still gets a combo. The utility changes.
Yeah, he doesn't have access to that right now, right, because of the lack of meter.
Indeed. Escape failed for Noob Saibot. Another character that gets a crushing blow on both throw directions. That's 30% either way.
Finish the string that time. Oh, you talked about it. Oh, that's for Noob, though, yeah.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Sorry, for a second, I was like, for some reason, I thought Murko had it as well, but he didn't.
Yeah,
Never
I got
mind.
confused just as you did. I was like, where's the crushing blow, bro? What are you doing?
It's because they swapped sides. I was like, hang on, wait a minute. You're actually, believe it or not used to seeing Noob Saibot get it because a grab is not a huge part of his mid-screen game. He sends you full screen on both directions, which actually isn't what he wants. But now, we'll take those.
I mean, grab might start becoming such a huge part of the game plan, considering you notice that Murko always just stoic on the defense, right? Just like willing to down back or just willing to just hold guard, standing.
Another flawless block heavy player too. So if he's blocking all day, he'll look for those opportunities to get his free punish, or at least a chance to squirm his way out. Nice anti-air. Standing one anti-air, what was this, MK9?
Put him on life support here, trying to finish it off.
Looked for a micro duck. Bit too slow though. Oh, that's gonna connect. Full punish. Looks for it. Drops the combo. No.
Ouch.
Unfortunately, Noob Saibot, now the shadow portals, the launching teleport, he actually gets really big combos, but they're kind of tricky. The 1-1-3 into back one, it's not difficult as much as it requires specific muscle memory. And he's looking for it again. There's the break though, Murko. Oh no, that back one is mad unsafe. And with the spear buff, that's gonna hurt even more.
Now gonna set up, try for the delay rise. Still getting clipped by the overhead here. Oh, big town too, anti-air.
He'll spend it. Eee.
Yeah.
Oh my
But there's
god,
that
they
full
did a
screen
lot.
that you're talking about. It pushes Murko away, and he's just willing to back off. Oh, down two gets blocked.
Yeah, Murko's defense has been so good, I think. Oh,
Oh, that conversion was so
one.
nice. That was like a float, wasn't it? Or like an anti-something.
Yes, it was. And with a crushing
Ooh,
blow
the
forward
bleed.
throw of his own, bleed is real. And if he hits it now, that's fatal blow town. Ooh. That's safe. Shadow slide amplify makes it completely safe. The stagger, and he's dead.
Dang.
ArnKratos making it one game apiece. Now, one of the things that makes Noob Saibot would definitely be a good pick for him is ArnKratos is one of the most defensively flawless block heavy players in the scene. And Noob Saibot is a defensive character. You kind of just put two and two together, and he's built up a lot of natural defense anyway, and he's playing a character that can capitalize on you being reckless or over-aggressive. It's no wonder he ended up learning Noob Saibot in the first place.
I remember the first time that I saw one of the EU Open Series for ArnKratos. It was just Flawless Block City specific. I mean, obviously it was on Shank's Zone, right? But like it was the amount of things that he would get out of and then immediately turn into like a 60% combo because he flawless blocked was wild.
and it's one of my favorite things about MK11, honestly, is the flawless blocking and seeing when players clutch out moments because of them, like what we saw in the first set with the prevention from getting chipped out with the flawless block. And just in general, when that's an answer to something that has been harassing you or causing you problems, that's always like one of the moments I get the most hype for in this game.
A lot of the things that are MK11's, I think, largest identity come from those finite competitive mechanics. Flawless block probably being my favorite inclusion into the entire game. It just creates these moments where the absolute best of the best that can keep their composure together, that is their time to show just how good they are.
I was gonna ask. You talked about mobility for Noob Saibot a bit earlier, and that his mobility isn't that great. But so if that's the case, do players have to kind of rely sometimes more on flawless block because of their character's mobility not being that good?
You definitely will. You'll need to, I think, complement defensive mechanics a lot more, because one of the biggest things that makes his mobility bad is that his forward dash is slow and sluggish. You can see it there. He doesn't really move that far forward, which means that he essentially has a non-existent wave dash. If you have a bad forward dash, you have a bad wave dash, and that is your fastest way of moving around the screen. The payoff for that is that Noob Saibot gets this extra range buttons. Lovely flawless block anti-air. Fantastic choice there from Murko. But oh no. Oh, he didn't have meter to amp. That could have actually been the round. But he didn't have meter.
You say he needs both meters, right?
Only one bar for the launching teleport. The shadow portals and the sickle snag, it costs 1 bar of offense to launch.
Okay.
Oh, the pickup. Murko. Flawless
There's
block.
that flawless block.
Nice.
Watch out, your mans. He's behind you.
We were just talking about it too. The flawless block ability from ArnKratos is ridiculous, and I mean, once you do that, string is Scorpion, it could very well be a death sentence.
That's
When
the
he uses
moment.
the shadow to pick himself up on the wind, it cracks me up every time.
Oh, Noob Saibot's clone does the work in this game. The sickle snag as well. And that's the optimization. Oh, and he spends 2 bars. Turns it into how much?
Oh, this is what you meant. I see.
40%.
I see.
Oh, God. Yeah,
Wait,
that's the damage
oh my
I'm talking
God.
about.
He did so much.
And he'll build those meters back. I mean, he's already about to build back another one, and he can kill with it. Unfortunately, frames away from having it. That would have been almost
Literally.
dead.
Oh, there again.
Using the
Wow,
slide
just
to
dash it
cancel
with a
safe on the
throw.
amplify. Oh, to jump over, but yeah, you don't get much off that. But the ready for the roll was ArnKratos at the down one.
Yo, he has taken a lead with this noob Cybot, bro.
Yeah.
It caught me off guard. It really did. It took me by surprise, and I didn't know what we would see because it's a character that fits him. But I have genuinely, and apart from today, never seen him play this character. And then he plays a variation, which you would look at double launch and the slide, which gives him range. Sorry, I'm getting hiccups at the worst time in the world, apparently. When he does the amplified shadow slide, he actually didn't always have that. That's something they gave him in one of the first patches. The slide used to just be death on block. You know, that's it.
Okay.
But then the amplify, the biggest thing about it is the fact that it's -8 with loads of pushback, so it's safe. You can't punish it.
Yeah.
It also counts as 2 clones in one. The first clone being the slide, amplify being the second. He has a tackle move, which is base. He gets it here, but it's not something that ArnKratos needs to use. If you hit 10 clones in a match, the amplified clone crushing blows, and it does like over 35%. So having a slide and having 1, 2 for the price of 1, that's already like a fifth of the work done. So it's a huge benefit they gave him. And now you can give him 2 launches on top. But it's very resource intensive. Offensive bar that otherwise he needs. But look at it. Back 3 into that slide amp, 20%. That's safe. And almost jump distance.
And is this a variation switch up from Murko?
Yes, it is. This is Sin Blade, a neutral jump punch with massive range. Gives him a full combo. He's likely to do it here. Teleport. Oh, and he looks for it then. Biggest thing about Sin Blade, it has a gigantic hitbox on it, but it also meaties on their wake up for big plus frames.
Ooh.
Yeah, you remember the crescent little jump that Narmaya was doing in Grand Blue? It's kind of similar to the looks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But we're not gonna see it this round, brother. ArnKratos once
Good
again.
lord.
Yeah, just all that carrying you up and down, left and right, tossing like a sack of potatoes. Like,
Oh, and the jump kick option select. I never even mentioned this, but there is something in this game where if you jump in, what throw punish micro dub was going on, and he gets the damage.
does he kind of like? I know it might seem silly, but it kind of feels like Scorpion. But I know he's not. But he kind of does. Like, why does he feel like he does some of the same stuff as he does, but a little better?
They have similar tool sets, but one of the biggest things that's different is that Noob Saibot, known as a ranged character, known as a character that has a decent projectile, the Spirit Ball, and the slide combined, he controls all that space, but Murko doesn't play it. Oh my
That was
God.
just a regular standing one, right? Like just straight up on the very first standing one that Murko went to, just immediate
Yep.
down 2 on it. He knew.
And it's a high. And it's a high. If you punish a high with down 2, it will crushing blow like that. Oh, God. But to go on your point, Cuddle, is that this matchup, Noob Saibot controls a lot of space and is a commander of the way in, but Scorpion's a character that has to get in as well. He's not going to zone you out. You have to brawl. This is a brawler's matchup, and I think it's actually in turn why ArnKratos plays this really high damage variation, because he's brawling with you, and if he punishes you and he's got 2 bars, eek, that hurts a lot.
Yeah, like I'm saying, I'm like 2 bars and then you're dead. I look at the health bar and I'm like, and I also did notice when, the health points are up there, aren't they? Because I saw them in the little thing. So it's
Yeah,
cool
it's
they
like a
actually
numerical value.
I was like, thank you for putting this in.
You
Like,
can
does
turn them
everything
on in the
is-
options. I think by default they're off, but you can turn them on. So for tournaments, it's really good. You can even lower the health bars too, for like
Yeah.
different tournament graphics and stuff like that. But this Noob Saibot is taking me by surprise, but call me impressed. I talked about the jump-in option select game, and it's actually prominent here because he used it. If you do a jump-in kick or a jump-in attack, if the move can't be used airborne and you basically just input the special, on block, the jump kick lands and no special comes out. On hit, the jump kick lands and the special connects. And if you do sickle snag, which is that airborne snag that launches on amplify, it turns the jump kick into a guaranteed full combo. And that's what this variation is doing for ArnKratos. This Russian right here, he's getting a full combo for every single touch.
Nice block on the overhead now. Keeping an eye on it. Amplifies the shadow kick, or the slide, excuse me.
Murko's having to play around the game of ArnKratos. And now he's getting greedy with his amplify. The regular slide is unsafe, but if you're expecting the amp, you're not going to punish the regular one.
Yeah, exactly. You don't want to swing into it after he's been amplified almost every
He's dead.
time.
He's dead.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh,
Fatal blow.
what?
Oh, you just never want to press on him.
Optimization right there.
I told you.
What?
Incredible.
Over 50%. Thank you very much.
54?
That was
Ridiculous.
Noob Cybot
Hey, he had to use
playing
Fatal
no
Blow
games.
and two offensive bars, so it's fair.
I mean, look, the character, he missed his appearance in MKX, and in MK9 he sucked. He had to have something in this game.
Yeah, for
said
sure.
he
I'm
deserves
here
it.
for it.
He deserves it.
he deserves it.
Although in MK Trilogy, Noob Cybot was notoriously broken, so I guess, you know, we're almost there. Almost.
Yeah.
He's not broken in this game, but his damage is so good.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of the trade-off for like the horrible movement, right? Is like at the very
Yeah.
least, once he finally gets in, he can make something happen. And especially with those throws being like a thing that push you full screen, like plus on the horrible movement and your opponent's full screen, like you're gonna need to make up the damage for just not being able to get in on somebody.
And it's one of the reasons this matchup complements him quite well, because Scorpion, we inevitably will be getting close. And when we get close, ArnKratos, being such a defensively sound player, not just on blocking, but finding an opening, an opportunity to land big damage, it doesn't get any bigger than Noob Cybot's damage in a lot of cases. There's only a couple of characters that can compete with it.
Ah, yes, the spawn.
Yes, indeed. Spawn, Shao Kahn now as well. Hits like a truck. Now his Fatal Blow's gone, but,
man.
oh no, wait a
Oh no,
minute.
beyond.
He can't break it
Dead
anymore.
again?
Almost.
No, he doesn't have the bar.
Okay.
He doesn't have the bar. Overhead gets blocked right there.
Oh, he didn't have the bar to amplify.
No,
No, he
he
didn't
didn't.
notice.
Slide amp.
It's tagged. Murko has one last breath, but there's the jump over the spear.
Kratos. You know, I said this guy's defense is so ridiculous. The only thing that would have won that game for Murko was a grab. That grab was a 50-50. We were mid-screen. You have no prior information of knowing where he's going to try and throw you, and he still teched it.
Yeah, there's you mentioned, right, throws in this game are 50-50, but there's certain contextual situations that will lend yourself to having an educated guess. Like you said, that screen positioning, right? A lot of the time it'll lend you to be like, okay, he'll throw me back or forward. That, it was pure guess. He was gonna die either way. It didn't matter which way he threw him, but he still guessed correctly. That's wild.
And it's going to give you quite a hard choice. Murko had to sit and give it a little bit of time before going back to this Heat Riser variation, the one that has the spear buff, because the spear buff, its greatest asset is to give you more damage on your forward throw. And if he's teching all your forward throws, are you getting benefit out of this move? He has to think about this, because ArnKratos, in dominant fashion with this noob Cybot, I'm so impressed. And he's even got just generic, basic, default costume. He hasn't even got any customizations. Well, almost default. He's got
He
one of the
came
other
here to
things
play.
that the game just gives you. Yeah, I always feel really sick when a player doesn't customize their character. The worst is when a player is in, like, the tournament match and their variation name is default in all caps. I'm like, come on, can we ban this guy?
I know you're such a huge opponent of that. You hate it. I've seen
Should be
seen
a
all the
bannable
posts.
offense, that's all I'm saying.
Back throw to finish it
Okay.
off right there. Murko with almost a perfect on that one. Basically only took normal chip damage.
Yeah, over in these streets, Ebonic, we call it a flawless victory.
That's true. That's true. Hey, you remember that time I said a Bare on commentary?
There's the breakaway, immediately forced out of it, and there's that 1-1 confirm. Right, Murko bringing himself straight back into this fight, and now with some corner pressure. Oh, I cursed him. 1-1-2. There is a bit of a
High.
kind of mix-up, but not mix-up there. It's 1-1, it's high overhead. The low slide exists, but you can fuzzy it. The low comes out faster.
Ah. Oh, sternum crush once again. Murko looking good in this game, but we've seen ArnKratos make plenty of comebacks already in this set.
Especially with this damage, Murko needs to be so careful about using defensive bar, especially now.
Oh, he has the burning spear buff. That means one. Okay, well now it's gone. But I was gonna say one of those hits with that burning spear actually could end up just killing.
No confirm! That could have been
Throw.
nearly the round.
Both bars and ArnKratos, he's made this comeback. Life lead. Oh,
The release block tech, he's dead!
Oh my god. Oh, he dropped it, didn't he? Oh.
Yeah, oh no, and the Fatal Blow is on deck from Murko too. One hit into Fatal Blow could actually end up doing it. The flawless block out the spear. Just, yeah, you gotta be pensive on this one. Don't whiff.
No!
Wow.
Oh, again, the discipline from ArnKratos.
Like Ketchup said, his defense is amazing. Like, he just, he's like, I'm cool. I'm gonna just sit this one out.
I don't know how he does it. ArnKratos, his defense is the perfect mixture of just absolute iron defense, but also slippery. Like, he's not afraid to jump out of things. He's not afraid to press buttons. Like, his sixth sense for when to do those things is insane. I just don't know how he does it. But we're going to spend that KB that we built in round 1. We need damage, and we need it now, because now ArnKratos, oh no, he's in the corner.
About damage.
Oh no. Oh my god.
Oh. Oh, you had to jump in too. I mean, you're only lucky that you don't have offensive bar right now, because you are bleeding life.
All right, there's the buffer. Right, what's it going to be? Spends the Fatal Blow. I respect it, because with the damage this Fatal Blow does, it will scale, but it will put him into guess for game. A grab or strike will kill.
The problem is that defense.
That scaled pretty hard. Dang.
Standing ones. Oh, the low finally gets blocked. No flawless block there this time, and the teleport cancel comes out to get away. We are back to neutral.
Flawless block.
Oh, no way!
But he.
Is it friendship? My favorite friendship in the game.
Yes!
Let's go.
Oh.
You. Jumps the rope. Let's go.
Oh my god.
Bruh, the backflip, he's breakdancing? Oh my god.
It's the best. I mean, that's how it feels to be a flawless block master. Look at it.
He's
having a great
getting
time. I'm so sick, and everyone on stream saw it. Ooh, it's good to be back, said ArnKratos.
Bruh, ArnKratos. I mean, if you're his community, could you ask for anything else, bruh? He uses noob sidebot throughout the whole qualifier.